It's a name that's fun to say, I can't lie. Just rolls off the tongue. Dodongo. I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. I'm so hungry, I can eat an Octorok. Alright, welcome back to some more of The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. Alright, we are still...
Welcome back to Link's Awakening!
And Link sleeps forever. Joke's on you, Link doesn't awaken in this episode. He slumbers in the lava.
My brain just went, Chrissy, wake up!
I don't like this, Chrissy, wake up! Oh, man. That was like 2 years ago, wasn't it? We gotta be close to the final... Well, no, because they purposely said they're going to wait a while for the next season because they want the actors to be...
Grown up.
Yeah, basically like adults. Which, like, that's cool for the kids, but like Winona Ryder and David
I know they're like, hope we don't die.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're kind of getting up there in age. not like Christopher Lee age, but still like...
You know, the only thing that I don't like about that is because of how it left off. Like, it left off in a spot that I feel like it's going to be really freaking weird.
For, like, a large time passage?
Yeah. Because it's like, okay, so are you going to go with, like, this weird dystopian, like, hell world?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll have to find out. I hope we're not dead by the time it comes
I know,
out.
I'm just like, well...
Otherwise, it's in the same category as, like, Darksiders 4.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
Well, because, I mean, there were, like, articles and stuff, and I mean, take that with a grain of salt, of course.
I feel you on that.
But of, like, Millie Bobby Brown doesn't want to do Stranger Things anymore. And it's like, okay, but she's Elle, so, like, the story kind of, like, revolves around her.
I will say, I hope this is the last season.
Yeah.
On the sole reason of, like, I don't want it to be another Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
like,
where it just
everyone's
goes way
tired
too
of it. And it's just like, listen... We want to be done, and the writer's like, we want to be done, and the viewers are like, we know.
They're like, we noticed.
We've kind of noticed.
I don't know, like, I feel like it would be an interesting thing to do, like, this is the last of Stranger Things with this storyline.
Oh, so you're still hanging on to that anthology thing?
I mean, I wouldn't be against it if that's, like, if the creators... wanted to keep going, but like the cast is like, listen, we're done, you know, for them to like start a new.
Fine, we'll grab some new kids.
Yeah. But the only thing that I would really hope is that they don't do Dungeons and Dragons again. That it would be a different.
A whole different scenario.
Yeah, that it
like
wouldn't be like we're still in the Upside Down.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
we're
Monster
still in
of the
this
Week.
Specific world. Like,
yeah,
that they would pick something different.
I agree to that very much. Because it would be like, oh, this is Stranger Things, but not.
Yeah. It'd be like, this is the cheap copy.
This is ordering Stranger Things from Wish.
This is watching the last episode of the second season of The Mandalorian. Like...
Okay, I don't think it was that bad.
I'm just salty. I'm still so salty.
We still haven't seen season 3 of The Mandalorian. And it's because all of the information that we were looking forward to is, like, divided amongst the other shows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck that. I don't like homework.
Well, it's not only that, but it's like I was invested in The Mandalorian. I was invested in him. I was invested in his story and his background. And that entire group of people that is so left out of the original Star Wars. Not left out, but like they're not the
As
main. Yeah, they're not the main
focus.
like idea. It's quite literally Boba Fett, and that's it. Just to bring the Skywalkers back in,
Right.
like, you know. So it's just like, oh, you know, you can't just have this be its own thing, can ya?
Nope. And, like, apparently there's 7 more Star Wars shows coming out in the next year.
How?
That's what I'm saying. But they'll make it happen.
Yeah, I'm So it's a mix of that and the fact that I don't want to watch 3 other shows to get the story of
3.
Well, like that idea that I don't, if
it was
I
just
want
3,
the complete
I might
story-
actually like knuckle down and do it if it was only 3 and I actually liked it.
Yeah. But yeah,
3's
I don't
being
want to
generous.
get the idea for one show by needing to watch, all these other shows.
I agree. And like Marvel's the same way. Like
Yeah.
you have to do all this to understand like what Phase 4 actually is. Kiss my ass. I'm done.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I feel as though if we were younger and like didn't have to
Oh yeah,
to
if
work
I
jobs
came
and-
home from school
and,
on a
like-
Saturday, I'd be like, I'm gonna binge me some
Yeah.
Disney Plus shit.
So, but being an adult and
Maybe.
having things that we need to do, like,
I still wouldn't like the writing too much.
Yeah.
To where like I'd probably just be
this
like,
just in, guys, we fixed the toilet between yesterday and today.
okay. Did they know a toilet was damaged?
No, I'm just saying, like, we're adults that have to do adult things. This just in, we
okay.
fixed the toilet.
Because I thought you were gonna be like, this just in, there was something Disney related that we actually love.
It didn't leak anymore. When was the last time Disney did something that I was like, yes?
For me, Once Upon a Studio. It was 13 minutes long,
Yeah.
and I was like, wow, that was
That's
short
fair.
enough where they
That's
didn't
fair.
ruin it.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. I think that
Fantastic, celebrating 100 years of the studio. I'm just
I think
like,
they nailed the characters.
that's what it's all about.
I did get teary-eyed with Mickey looking at
Yup.
Walt Disney.
You still have yet to watch Mary Poppins, and that's Walt's favorite movie. That was his favorite that he worked on. So we'll have to check out Mary Poppins sometime. Because I know out of the animated movies, we have just a handful left.
Yeah.
2 of them, which one day you'll be ready for. And the others,
Honestly,
which I
so,
just
like-
think are going to be dumb fun.
They're like, so Bambi, the Fox and the Hound.
Yep.
We owned them. Like, we had them on VHS. And my siblings watched them. But anytime the animals would get sad or get hurt, I would cry.
Yeah. That's,
And my mom would, like I would, like, messy cry. Like,
Ow.
not just like, oh, no. Like, I was distraught. So my mom would turn it off.
You ruined it for everyone.
I did. Yeah, I was, like, very clearly distraught.
My sister was like that in the theater for, I don't know if it was Tarzan or Hunchback, but she would not stop crying. And we had to leave because my parent couldn't just leave my 7-year-old ass
Yeah.
in the theater. So we had to leave for the lobby. And I was just like, what the fuck, Riss? Quit crying, you little witch. Which is funny because if it was Hunchback, that would make sense. Burn the witch, she starts crying. Quit crying, you little witch. I'm gonna burn you.
Well, like, I don't even remember, like, what the first movie I saw in a movie theater was, but I know that I wasn't, like, a little kid.
Okay.
I honestly think it was one of the Harry Potter movies.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. We would go to the drive-in. So, if we cried, my mom would just be like, close your eyes.
Right. The first Harry Potter I saw in theaters was Order of the Phoenix.
Oh.
Oh, big O. I was
I,
just like, oh my, this sucks.
The first Harry Potter that I saw was Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, you lucky ducky.
Yeah. Well, that's because I remember, like, when the first one came out.
Because, like, we were busy. I wanted to see Chamber of Secrets, but, like, just something went down. I couldn't see it. And then we bought it, and I was just like, oh, I wish I saw this in theaters.
Yeah. Well, like, I remember when the first one came out, because I was in 4th grade.
Sounds about right.
And then the next year, 5th grade. And at the time, I hated Harry Potter.
Oh, shit.
Hated it. It was
See,
just,
I loved Harry Potter until Order of the Phoenix.
It was, well, I didn't even watch.
Which is funny
I
because
didn't-
Goblet of Fire is clearly the worst movie,
Yeah.
but it was just so hokey.
Well, like,
I
I
was just
didn't
like,
watch any of the movies. Like, it was, I know they came out and everyone was talking about them and raving about them. And I think I hated it because I couldn't go see it. Like, I couldn't see it. But then my sister got the books and she, let me read the books. And then I was just like, I love this. So, and then by the time the third one came out, I had my own job, so.
I got you.
we went to see the third one.
The best movie.
Yeah. It really was.
I wonder how the rest of the films would have turned out if he was the director for all of them. Like Peter Jackson style.
Yeah.
He did 3 through 7. There's still something very charming about Chris Columbus's take on Sorcerer's Stone
well, because
and
that's how it was supposed
Chamber
to
of
be.
Secrets.
It was like they were still young and it was still lighthearted. Like it was supposed to progressively get darker.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just like 1 is like it has like a dark moment or 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 it gets pretty dark.
Yeah.
And then 3 it's just like shit's gonna go down.
Yeah.
And then like from there it just kind of lingers in that.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do much.
No.
But I feel like if it did what it was supposed to do, it could have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if like in years when it's remade, if they'll take that into consideration.
I don't know.
Because I mean, like, they're already remaking things that like came out when we were
Yeah, good point.
youngerns.
Good point.
So like, it's only a matter of time before they start remaking Harry Potter.
Oof. There's already talks of them remaking Lord of the Rings. I'm like, how? How? Like, just stick to your Rings of Power that
my
apparently
thing would be
is...
like, why? Why would they need to remake it?
The weird thing about Rings of Power is, depending on who you ask, it's either a success or a failure.
Yeah.
That's the most damning thing about it.
It was the same
And I'm
with
just
House
like,
of Dragon,
I
where
don't wanna
everyone
go
was
into
like,
this.
oh, it's amazing, versus like, it's whatever. Like, you either liked it or you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing with, like, Lord of the Rings is, like, the movies are considered a good adaptation of the book.
Yeah.
So, like, why would they need to remake it?
Because they don't... They're like scraping the bottom of the barrel. So basically, Warner Brothers owns the IP of the Tolkien estate.
Yeah.
And they can do pretty much whatever they want with it. And they're just going to keep churning the same way Disney churned Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's a moneymaker. And worst comes to worst, they can just remake them.
It just, like, it's sad to me that that's what they would choose to remake instead of, like...
The Hobbit.
Well, like, re-release them instead of remaking them. Like, you know, put in some shit no one knows about, or, like, some backstory, or...
I see what you're saying.
You know, give it a real pretty metal box and just re-release them. Like, that, to me, would be way better than, like, remaking it, because the movies did a good enough job adapting the books. Whereas, like, if they
combined with
to,
Harry
like,
Potter, they propelled the fantasy genre.
Oh, yeah.
Like, fantasy movies were like a dime a dozen beforehand.
Yeah.
Speaking of fantasy, I got the magic rod. I'm a wizard, Link.
I'm a wizard, Link.
You're a wizard, Link. Alright, so the magic rod I can use to get rid of those ice blocks later. Ah!
Or not. My brain went to Little Witch Academia. The shiny rod!
Careful.
I don't think that's one you've seen yet.
No, I haven't. Like you said, Little Witch and Academia, and I'm just like, I have multiple shows going on in my head
Little
at the
Witch
same time.
Academia.
Because Academia, I think of My Hero Academia.
I
Little
feel like
Witch,
it's one
I
that
think of something else.
you could either really like it or really not like it.
Okay.
Because the main character is a lot like Usagi.
Oh.
In the sense where she's kind of like a crybaby, like her character itself is kind of annoying.
Okay.
But all of the other characters are really enjoyable, which make her really enjoyable.
Okay. Sounds like a gamble.
Yeah, so I'm like, you could either really like it or not like it.
That's fair. At least you're honest.
And I would be okay with either one. It's not like that's, you know.
A
I
huge-
mean, like, I'm also, like, I love Sailor Moon. I didn't think that I would continue to love Sailor Moon after watching it as an adult, and I just do. Like,
Aw. Well, that's good.
so, and I know that you don't much care for Sailor Moon.
But
I
I
know
don't
she
dislike
annoys
it.
you,
Yeah, she's just kind of annoying. That's it.
and that's fine. Like, my feelings aren't hurt about that.
Aw.
So, but I feel like you'd enjoy it.
Cool.
It's a really cute, like...
I will keep that to note. What I really want to continue is Fairy Tale. One day we'll continue you Fairy Tale.
I mean, I always ask, hey, do you want to put something on? Do you want to watch something? And then you pull out your phone.
I'm an old man, okay? Sometimes it's just easier to let Seth MacFarlane's comedy play in the background. It's simple. It gets a chuckle every now and then. It's
something you don't have
it
to
washes
think
the
about.
Futurona disappointment out of my mouth.
That's so upsetting.
Yeah, it was. So, who knows? That doesn't
to-
mean we're not going to watch anime again.
I do
It'll
have
happen.
I do have to keep watching Disenchantment, though. I'm like halfway through the last season.
Oh, cool. Yeah, have to give your thoughts on that. Because you are a big Mac Groening fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. Now that we have the magic rod, we need to find those ice blocks, which were up these steps, I do believe. Up the stairs you go. Here we go. Oops.
They look like giant plugs.
Not that one.
These are my big outlets.
This one. This is the one I want. And just like that, shing! You gotta be careful. You gotta be sure to make a appropriate path that Link can climb aboard.
Yeah. We watched the first episode of Cowboy Bebop.
That was years ago.
Yeah, that was like 3 or 4 years
That
ago.
was like at the start of Pupcorn.
We watched like the first 2 episodes of Black Butler.
Black Butler, yep. And
We
again,
watched-
neither of those shows I dislike.
We watched like the first episode, I think first 2 episodes of Parasite.
I liked Parasite a lot. Thank you very much. So it has nothing to do with the quality of the shows. It's just I don't know why I'm like this. Some
See,
shows
whereas I know
I
I'm
just
like this because I either binge it or I don't come back to it.
Yeah.
Is the problem I have. Like, I either have to watch, like, at least half of it in one sitting, or else I'm like, well, that's dead to me.
Ah, okay.
Like, and it has nothing to do
You're
with,
part
like,
of the problem.
well, it has nothing to do with, like, me disliking it or not wanting to watch it. It's quite literally, like, I forgot.
Oh.
Like, I forgot we were watching it.
Okay, so you're like me with like a long RPG where if I take a long break, I'm just like, well, I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, like, well, what was I
don't know
doing?
how these buttons work. I
So-
might as well start a new file.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense. Because I don't have that problem.
Dude, what are you doing with your legs?
I can remember a couple details, but for the most part, not much beyond that.
Yeah.
Damn it. I gotta feel every last square.
Every last drop.
He's gotta finish the whole thing.
Every last drop.
Okay, do I got it this time? Woohoo! Give me the money.
Yay.
We're in the money. Is this my boss key? Yes. All right, you got the nightmare key. Now to face the final nightmare. Come. We dine in
Link is
hell.
Okay.
Well, that's what the booming voice says. And off we go. Alrighty. Take care of them. I don't need this. I don't even need a fairy, really. So that's all the slots in my adventure inventory. The only other 2 slots are empty bottles.
Okay.
Yeah. But I pretty much have everything. So now I'm going to finish this dungeon, collect the remaining 2 heart piece containers, and then we'll take on the windfish. Well, not take on, awaken the windfish, yes.
Those like bowling ball slug things make me think of Luna.
Aw. Their official name is a Dodongo snake. They are the Dodongo snakes. Dodongos are actually dinosaurs that appear in numerous Zelda games. You'll see them in other entries. In this game, it's just Dodongo snakes. Variants. But the most recurring thing about Dodongos is they dislike smoke. So if you pop a bomb down their gullet, poof!
You said Dodongos a lot.
I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
Dodongo?
It's a name that's fun to say, I can't lie. Just rolls off the tongue. Dodongo. I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos. I'm so hungry, I can eat an Octorok.
I have no idea what you're doing.
It was this unofficial Nintendo game called Link: The Faces of Link and the Faces of Evil. It was for the CDI. Nintendo hated it. And between that and the Zelda cartoon, Link didn't talk anymore. Nintendo revoked his voice. They said, all right, this guy don't talk. Because at first it was just technology. He don't talk the same reason Mario doesn't talk. And then it was just like, hello, it's me, Mario. Charles Martinet. And they were just like, yeah, what about Link? No. Link just gets some hot, sad, hot. Like he has different actors that does his grunts and groans.
Yeah.
But he doesn't talk. But now that the Zelda movie has been greenlit, people are wondering, will Link talk?
I already said my feelings on that.
I still think he should be mute. All the other characters can talk, but...
I think it would be a fun gag if, like, every time he would, like, go to talk, they would just answer for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what we should do, Link. And he, like... And I'm like, you're right, we should just go for it. And he just, like, gives the thumbs up, like, yeah.
That'd be cute. Okay, so I gotta make a stairwell here out of these ice blocks. Almost. Haha! I don't think that's what I was supposed to do, but it worked.
But, like, it doesn't even have to be someone talks for him. Like, he could go to talk and there's an explosion. And they're like, we should check that out. He's like, yes.
You're finished, Crackle Whoosh. I am the Rice Krispies demon.
See, now my brain is just going with it. Him and Zelda just, like, getting ready to have a conversation, and just the giant eagle swoops down and picks him up and flies away.
Link, what do you think we should do to stop Ganon?
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, well, this boss is pretty easy. Because, like, he can only be damaged with the magic rod, but if you basically treat this like a shooter game, it's just like, shoot the target. Keep firing, assholes. Hit him a couple times, and then he's done. Spleesh. There we go.
Hoppers, you are so restless.
We're gonna take you out right after this part.
He's like out to the yard, or
We'll see.
question mark?
We'll see.
Why did you come here? If it weren't for you, nothing would have to change. You cannot wake the windfish. Remember, you too are in the dream.
Explosion. Well, if you two go to the park, I'm taking a nap.
All right then. Guess we got this all
I've
planned
already
out.
made my mind up. Whenever I was younger, I could not sleep to save my life. And now I'm just like, if I close my eyes for too long.
I close my eyes, oh dream weaver.
like, if I linger on a blink, I'm out.
I can see you've got nothing done today.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh dream weaver, you got the kitten on your belly. Egg.
Egg.
Egg. Oh my god. So there's an RPG where you get mauled by goblins. And to what? I know it's something my dog did, but I'm looking right at the screen and I can't see it, so I have no idea. Oh my. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, it's a real knee slapper, I'll bet.
Oh my god.
What's that derpy dog up to, may I ask?
So you know how he, like, struggles to go down the steps?
Yes, he's an old man. An old human!
So...
This is going to be one of those moments where you're going to say it and I'm just going to stare at you because it's not going to be funny at all.
Because you didn't see it. But his little back legs were shaking so hard that his funny.
Broke you, though. That is a pet peeve of mine when someone just like keeps laughing and they can't say it. And like at first I'm like, oh, it's funny. You find it funny, so I find it funny. And then after a while I'm just like, oh, please, just tell me what it was.
Oh my god. It's just one of those things, just like when he took the leap of faith down the steps. Like, if you don't see it, it's like, you definitely have to see it for it to be funny.
I'll keep that in mind.
Like, I don't know if you've seen those metal ball things that, like, you like, throw one ball.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Alright, well, I'm saying goodbye to everybody. I said goodbye to Marin. We're off to wake the windfish, but first... Hello, this is Orira speaking. It's time for you to face the egg on Mount Tamaranch. Be careful. Bye. Click. Alright, I still have 2 heart containers I want to grab. That way I got the full 2 rows.
Okie dokie.
Now, they are at Dampe. I haven't done any of his challenges yet, but I'm not going to do them on the show. I will do them off screen.
Okay.
So we're going to go visit Dampe. I'm going to do those challenges, grab the hearts, come back, brag about it, and then we're going to finish the game.
Sweet.
So we'll see you all on the finale to The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. And we hope you look forward to more Zelda in the future. Hopefully it won't be like every 3 years there's a Zelda playthrough. We'll try to average maybe 1 a year, but who knows.
Yeah.
Rest assured, there will be more Zelda.
We'll get there when we get there.
All right, we'll see you all in the finale.
Toodles.